The trial of the two former Rwandan officials accused of genocide and crimes against humanity in 1994 opened in Paris on Tuesday. Some 90 witnesses and 6 experts must appear in court to enlighten the magistrates and jurors on the charges against Tito Barahira, 64, and Octavie Ngezi, who was 58 years old. The pair allegedly participated in a genocide that killed some 800,000 people in just 100 days between April and July 1994. Both men deny all charges. Barahira and Ngezi took turns holding the local leadership positions in Kabarondo in eastern Rwanda from 1977 to 1986 for Barahira and from 1986 to 1994 for Ngezi. Now, members of the public as well as relatives of victims appeared at the trial. This is the second such a trial to be held in France, coming 2 years after Rwandan Army Captain Pascal Simbikangwa was sentenced to 25 years in prison. He has since filed an appeal. Now, for more on the Paris trial, I'm joined by VOA Central Africa reporter Eddie Rwema. Eddie, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we know this men have said, well, we are innocent, and that is what most of the accused say. Given that many years have passed, is it ever easier to get evidence to try this kind of people?
Considering the press release I just read from the organization representing genocide survivors, they said they have documented enough evidence to pin these two former leaders of a small town in eastern Rwanda. They are accused of killing over 2,000 refugees who are fleeing the genocide. Yeah. They had sought refuge in a Catholic church, and that's where they were killed as they were trying to run away from those who were hunting them, heading to Tanzania. So Ibuka, which is the organization representing genocide survivors, believes that this case should be expedited because they have enough information to pin these people.
Because there are people who saw them, there are people who know exactly what happened.
Absolutely, and like you said, they are sending out over close to 100 people to go to testify against these people.
We know that Rwanda has always insisted it wants these people extradited to Rwanda. But France holds on to them and says, no, we'll do whatever we need to do. Now, how does this play into the relationship between Rwanda and France?
Well, it's been a very hard war between the two countries. As you know, Rwanda for so many years has accused France of taking part and supporting the genocidal regime. At the same time, we've seen different French officials accusing the current Rwandan regime of downing down the what they say was the plane that carried the presence of Rwanda and Burundi, which they said triggered the genocide. Yeah. So since then, the relationship between the two countries has not been really good, and that could be the reason as to why France is adamant to send suspects to Rwanda to be tried there. But good enough, following the pressure from civil societies, genocide activists and stuff like that, they've been able to force the French government to start this court which tries genocide suspects in France, which is, it's not good. It's something not good for genocide survivors because they would wish to have those cases tried in Rwanda. But the fact that we see these trials is also a positive
At least some process towards getting some justice.
Absolutely.
Eddie, thank you very much.
Thank you so much
for joining us today and giving us those insights. Eddie, viewers, Eddie Rwema.